It was Chadwick Boseman's performance in 42 that really made us take a second look. There's such an honor and dignity to the way that he played Jackie Robinson that we knew we needed for the character of T'Challa, the Prince of Wakanda.
Chadwick is an amazing actor and we thought would fit perfectly with the MCU. Black Panther sent, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick, he has a lot of depth. It was amazing as an audience member to look into his eyes and see what's going on.
We must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe.
A lot of the things about the character are also true about Chad. He's very knowledgeable. He's an athlete, martial artist. He's had a lot of experience playing roles that come with a lot of weight. So I think he as a person, he as a guy has a lot of weight to him. I think he brings all of that stuff to the role, but not to mention that he's incredibly gifted as an actor, as a performer, and also as a storyteller in his own right.
I am not king of all people. I am king of Wakanda. And it is my responsibility to make sure our people are safe.
Because he is so prepared as an actor, and because his character is sort of flawless on set, it forced the other actors who had scenes with him to kind of raise their game and go, okay, this guy's not taking anything for granted. He's really leaving it all out there. So we have to keep up with him.
What doesn't Chadwick bring to the character? I mean, he's regal and grounded, and he brings a gravitas to it. So all of this feeds his T'Challa, and I think he wore the crown with dignity.
I've known him since I was about 17, so I've known him for a really long time. Back in New York, he did the work, obviously. I just think he did an incredible job being true to the character.
I had a great time with Chadwick. Just warmth and camaraderie came into it, of course, with a great deal of respect for his previous work. So when I looked at him with proud eyes, they were as mother and also as comrade and colleague and Angela. It is your time to be king.
Chadwick is just a powerhouse. He really is so talented. Every single movie he's made, there's kind of this internal, almost nobility.
The Black Panther has been the protector of Wakanda for generations.
He's such a soulful actor and so professional, so present. It really gives so much to the other person, and he's awesome. And his presence on set, I think, raises the stakes a little bit for everybody.
Chadwick he's a really smart, interesting, dynamic guy, and I think he was not overwhelmed, but very surprised and somewhat taken aback by the amount of love. It ceased to become just about how well he inhabited the role and all that stuff. It's become part of our culture just as a symbol.
This vocal is one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced.
It's fun to watch just what it means to people. At times, in my head, I'll be like, well, what does this do for the world? Actually, what is it? Is it actually valuable in this climate? And I have to say, yes, it actually is. Not because it makes people escape. I think when done right, it gives people hope. I found that it means a lot.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Robin Roberts. You just saw that groundbreaking film, Black Panther, and the dynamic, soulful performance of Chadwick Boseman, a superhero who took a whole new generation of kids, and kids at heart like me, and hopefully you too, into a brave new world. That's why it's so very painful to be here tonight, honoring a life and a light that should have gone on for decades to come. A life that has now been cut short at just 43 after a valiant 4-year battle with colon cancer. When we heard about his passing, many of us could not put into words what that loss meant. But there's one image that captured the feeling. It was the loss of a king, King T'Challa. Chadwick died on the same day Major League Baseball recognized as Jackie Robinson Day, and on the same day of the 57th anniversary of the March on Washington. At this moment in our country's history, as thousands from all backgrounds protest in a demand for social justice, Chadwick Boseman played an instrumental role in defining the current culture. He's already played some of the greats in Black history: Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall, and then made history as the first Black superhero in his own movie. So tonight, we honor that incredible life and legacy, a celebration fit for a king. Here's Deborah Roberts.
I didn't have enough time with Chadwick. I mean, it's a statement that I know everyone is making. We got a good thing, babe. And everyone can make, because he was here far too short a time.
Chadwick was a deeply kind and gentle person, and very present and thoughtful. And those qualities are all so present in his work.
He's a historical figure as the Black Panther, but also such a good and decent human being.
Chadwick, my friend, you will forever be remembered by your warm smile, your kind heart, and your fierce courageousness through great adversity.
You just wanted to follow the guy into anything, you know?
From the moment Chadwick stepped on screen, you just bought it.
He was always grace and humility personified.
I know that I ride the coattails of his success, that I stand on his great shoulders.
How you held yourself all live on.
When we talk about forever, then forever's what we need.
He gave all of us and all of our children an example of a great, gracious, and humble leader.
Thank you for inspiring us and the kids around the world.
It's only fit to be mourning him like a king.
Chadwick's legacy is almost too big to fully comprehend yet.
The way he handled his life and managing cancer with such humility and grace and dignity lets us all know that he truly was a superhero.
I just love you, man. Have a wonderful journey wherever it is that you're going. They're lucky to have you.
This loss is felt around the world. People in every country. He was pretty amazing. He is Wakanda forever.
For a generation of kids, Chadwick Boseman is the defining image of a superhero. Strong, powerful, and Black. His iconic portrayal of the Black Panther sealing his place in history.
Some people, they roll their eyes and go, you know, come on, it was just a movie. You know, but was Rocky just a movie, or did it inspire? That's what Chadwick embodied specifically. He embodied an idea, a promise, a potential.
He will be remembered, cherished, and loved in our hearts, not just for what he was able to offer on film, but what he was able to give as a human being. And it's not just a loss that we're feeling. We're going to feel his absence. His absence.
An artist, a movie star, a cultural hero, Boseman made his name portraying American icons. Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall.
I thought back to all of those performances and all those incredible people that he's played, and I realized I don't think you can do it as convincingly as he did.